I'll just wait for everything to get going first. All right, that looks good. This appears to be good. It says it's good. The bottom of the ninth is coming up. Yeah, this is about the earliest I could get to. Thanks to anyone who's tuned in. I appreciate it. Chase and Shreve will come into pitch the ninth. Tigers are up 7-1 now. They're going to run in the top of the ninth. Padded the lead a little bit. What's up, Space? This will be kind of like a hangout stream, basically. Sup, Stud? Sup, Dolpharino? Or Dolph? Yeah, it's a couple good ones. As long as we can hold out here and actually follow through and get the win at the end. Let me refresh this. It's not working. What's up, Jacob? Doing good. I'm doing good. Just fresh off work, you know, feeling good. Did a couple dabs. Get rid of that like work feel in your legs. Hey, we're up at 9 likes. If you haven't dropped a like, maybe consider doing so. It'd help out the stream a little bit. We'll go over the innings. It looks like the Tigers might have hit a 3-run homer in the 5th, though. I think Baez hit a home run today. Is how we're up big like that. We'll look. We'll take a peek. D-backs beating the Guardians 2-0. Guardians playing a lot better lately. Looks like we're still waiting for the first pitch of the inning. I'm not really sure what's going down. Just kind of waiting. Yeah, Diamondbacks are tough, Jacob. That won't be a fun game. When are they going to pitch? It'll be Kirilloff against Chase and Shreve. Okay, there we go. It's a 2-2 count. They were a little bit behind on the pitches, I guess. It's 2-2. Tigers up 7-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Kirilloff is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Yeah, I'd probably, and Kirilloff strikes out swinging, 1 away. Good way to start off the inning by Chase and Shreve. Now up is Solano, who's 2 for 3. So he's been killing the ball today. Hopefully we can get him out this time. Let's see. Oh, dude, it'd be brutal if we gave up 8 runs. I'd be like, oh, damn, I'm bad luck. I'd probably have to stop watching the team and stuff. Be like, well, I guess that's just the sign. Hey, strike 1 to the hitter. Be like, that's embarrassing. Hey, we're up at 10 likes. If you haven't dropped one, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out, get some people in here. Especially since we're probably going to be live for a little while after the game. So, you know, there's still a stream to be had. It's a 1-1 count now. 2-1, down low. What's up, Kenny? How's everybody's day been? Feel free to talk about whatever. Some topics tonight could be like all-star game stuff. We could look at standings. We can talk about trades. Typically the stuff that I kind of forbid or taboo around the channel is fair game. Hey, a fly out there to Solano. And Zach McKinstry makes the play in left field. So now there is 2 away. And up is Lewis, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. So hopefully we can get him out of here and take our second win of the series. And yeah, head to 29 and 39. Work was good. Work was fine. I don't mind work. Eats up a good part of the day. It typically goes pretty fast for me. I'm pretty good. I'm happy with it. And I make money, so, you know, it's always nice. Ball 1, just a bit outside. You lost to the Phillies 15-3. The Phillies are white hot right now. I wouldn't want to play them. They seem to be just killing the baseball. And they seem to have clicked in. 1-1. That's called strike 1 at the bottom of the plate. Umpire's probably going to call anything close at this point. I'm surprised that first pitch wasn't called a strike because it's 7-1 and it just feels like the game's over. Red Sox beat Yankees. Whoa. Sheesh. 2-1. What's up, Lions? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, Dolph. They won the first game of the series, something big like this too, if I'm not mistaken. What was it yesterday? Swing and strike two, 8-4. So they've outscored the Twins 15-5 in the series. Yeah, I planned on streaming, and then we're gonna do a little bit after the stream. Typically, you know the stuff I always forbid on the channel: trade talks, standings talk, all-star game stuff, pretty much all the fun stuff in baseball that everybody really likes talking about. That's what we'll talk about tonight. You guys can finally get my real opinions on things. Hey, there we go. That'll be a Tigers W. GG's to the Twins. Not tonight. I really just don't feel like streaming Madden tonight. I just kind of, I don't know. This is one of my longest days of work, so I kind of want to just chill. I've only been out of work for 28 minutes. Holy shit, actually, hold on. What is it, 31 after? 5. So, like, 26 minutes ago. There we go. Tigers W. All right, so let's take a peek here at some of this box score, because I didn't get to watch. Oh, fucking bullshit with this. I didn't get to watch the actual game. We'll be live talking about other stuff for a while here. Let me change a little bit of this stream title. Actually, it's fine the way it is. Yeah, Tigers get a W. I want to go look at some of the statistics on this. Let's see. Oh, it was a bullpen day. Okay, so that could be a big... I didn't realize it was a bullpen night. Matty V hit 2 home runs. Vierling and Javi hit 1. Sheesh. Who gets the W? Tigers took the lead in the third. So Mason Englert will get his win tonight. So congrats to Mason Englert. For the Tigers, it was a bullpen day, so total team effort, it was 9 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 base on ball, 10 strikeouts for the group, 1 home run allowed. Who gave up the home run? Krylov. That's kind of what I thought with the RBIs. Who is winning the Central? I have no idea. I'm streaming Saturday. I'm playing Madden. And Sunday we're gonna go live. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll probably play Madden, both days, just to get some gaming streams back in. Sorry, someone just sent me a message. The Central though, it looks like Minnesota could, but also I'm really not sure about Cleveland. They seem to have come to life all of a sudden. So I'm kind of like in the Guardians right now. But also the White Sox, haven't they been playing really well? We'll have to look at the standings and see how things are kind of trending. So Englert gave up the home run. Oh, not bad. Most of the hits. Fair enough. He pitched the second longest. Holton looks really good. You know what's impressive about Tyler Holton? I'm pretty sure this counts as his rookie season. He debuted in 2022, so let me see something. No, nothing really. Huh. He could be a little older, but you think you could sweep these guys? We could. We've been playing really well. Let's see how we've hit. Torkelson has another extra base hit, his 17th double of the season. That's really nice to see. Kerry Carpenter had a double. Like you guys said, Baez hit a 3-run homer. Vierling hit 2 solo shots. Really nice. Nice to see some power coming through the Tigers. RBIs, obviously, Baez had 3. Carpenter had 1. Scope had 1. Oh, wow. Jonathan Scope got on the action. Vierling had 1, or 2 rather. Baez had 3 2-out RBIs, really nice. Sacrifice fly by Kerry Carpenter, nice. Runners in scoring position, 3 for 7, really good to see. That's how you win a lot of games in this league. What's up with Aaron Rodgers? Well, since Scooball just pitched in the minors the other night, I would imagine that he's got like 1 or 2 more rehab starts to go, and they'll probably call him up. Oh, yeah, that whole thing. You know what's funny? So, Dolph, I want to teach you why you should never really listen to the NFL media when it comes to the Patriots. What's up, Dominic? Yeah, it was a good one. So I'm gonna teach you why. How quickly after the season do we remember Aaron Rodgers, the timeline of Aaron Rodgers and like his decisions that he made? After this, remember what he said after the season, he pretty much knew one of three things was going to happen, right? It was literally one of three things. Nothing else was going to happen. It was one, retire. In this order. One, retire. Two, play for the Jets. Three, maybe play for the Packers. If everything maybe would have ended a little different and the Packers were maybe a little bit more receptive and really into him, he maybe would have stayed. Who knows? That seemed like the least likely of the three. But there was two pretty much things that was going to happen. He was either going to retire or he knew he wanted to be a Jet. So when all the trade stuff started coming along and Aaron finally decided he was going to play and he informed his agent he was going to play, do you think he told his agent that he's only going to go play for the New York Jets? Because that was what he decided when he came out of his little darkness retreat. So he probably calls his agent up, says, hey, I'm willing to only play for the Jets. Reject any team that wants to come for me. Unless you're willing to believe that the only two teams that called for Aaron Rodgers was the Jets and the New England Patriots. Now, why is it that you're only hearing about the Patriots for some reason, who probably didn't even call and ask? When technically 30 other teams would have been rejected for a trade if they called. And then it's come out that Michael Lombardi, who actually has a bunch of sources and is a Patriots source, said that never happened. The Patriots didn't even call about Aaron Rodgers. So, and by the way, the person that you're believing about that source is a retarded man named Craig Carton, who knows absolutely nothing about the Patriots, hates the Patriots as a major Jets fan, and is a scam artist felon who I think went to prison for some real shady shit in his life. It could have been his partner that went to prison, but I know Craig Carton used to be on something, and then he went to prison for a while. Something weird happened. Not very trustworthy guy who has no NFL sources, especially like a Jets super fan. Yeah, he got that. He got that. ML Football got that from Craig Carton. That's where that source is coming from. It's Craig Carton. So think about that. Why are we not hearing about like the San Francisco 49ers getting rejected for a trade? Why aren't we hearing about like the Panthers? What did they just not call about Aaron? They just didn't want him. The 49ers, who are a Super Bowl caliber team, just didn't want him. The Patriots, who are rebuilding their football team, went, we'll take another 40-year-old quarterback, even though we let the greatest quarterback in NFL history walk at 41. That's kind of... Do you see why you shouldn't really listen to the NFL media people for the most part? They're kind of all just making stuff up to try to get you to click on it. And for some reason, they really because talking shit about the Patriots, making the Patriots look bad, does drive clicks. It drives engagements. It makes people talk. It gets people in the news. It gets you in the news. It gets a lot of people coming to you. So it's a very easy thing to do. Technically, I could write the same exact story with the same exact unnamed sources that said like the Denver Broncos the Aaron Rodgers agent vetoed a trade to the Denver Broncos. I have it on good sources that happened. I have the same source that Craig Carton has. You have to believe me now. If you believe that the Patriots were vetoed in a trade, then you have to believe me that the Denver Broncos were also vetoed, because I have the same source as Craig Carton. The guy who broke the story that the Patriots got rejected for a trade. He's never broken any news. He's a Jets super fan. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. We're going to play Madden tomorrow. And he hates the New England Patriots with every fiber of his being. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth about that piece of news. Like, why the Patriots? They have no interest in Aaron Rodgers. We didn't even call about him. Who would you believe? Michael Lombardi, who's connected to the NFL, used to work with the Patriots, is very good friends with Bill Belichick, is good friends with a number of people in the Patriots. Probably around 10:30 or so. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, you can only believe so much, especially with the Patriots, man. It always seems like they're just making shit up. It's just like, I could write that story about like 30 or about 24 other teams in the NFL right now that they wrote about the Patriots. Any team that doesn't have a solidified starting quarterback could have been included in that drama. In that statement. The Dolphins did. I have as much, again, my source is Craig Carton. Dolphins also got vetoed. Yeah, it is 100%. He just made something up. It's one of those things where it's tangentially no, because like technically it is tangentially true, right? Technically, yeah. Aaron Rodgers' agent and Aaron Rodgers vetoed a trade to the Patriots because the only team that he was going to take a trade to was the goddamn Jets. Technically, all 30 other teams were vetoed in a trade. Literally, all 30 teams were told no. Technically, that is a correct statement. What they said is a correct statement. He vetoed a trade to the Patriots, even though the Patriots never called or asked if he was wanting to come there. They never once thought about bringing him in. Besides the fact that Aaron Rodgers and Bill Belichick would mesh like oil and water, yeah, that wouldn't work. They'd go together like fire and gasoline, real well. That's a really good idea. That just wouldn't work. Why the fuck would they bring in a prima donna who's on his way out of football? No offense to Aaron. It's like maybe if this was like 3 years ago, maybe they try to make a move when they don't have a young quarterback that they think very highly of. But again, you got to think about it. Like he was only going to go to one team. Remember the timeline. Aaron said it was retire or the Jets. Technically, yeah, he did veto a trade to the Patriots. He did veto a trade to the New York Giants, to the Minnesota Vikings, to the Chicago Bears, to the Texans, to the 49ers, to the Chiefs, to the Raiders, to the Chargers, to the Bengals, to the Browns, to the Panthers, Saints, Falcons, Giants, Cowboys, Patriots, Giants, Dolphins, Bills, all those teams. He vetoed trades to all them teams, technically. Yeah, Madden streams would be fun. I'm not really sure what we'll do in those quite yet. I'm gonna retitle this the stream just so it's a little bit more accurate. We'll just do like again, if you have questions about baseball, we can talk about that. Sorry, Dominic, what's up, man? I know you were asking about the Tigers. Yeah, Baez hit a home run and Javi hit 2. And other sports. Oh, actually, I'm gonna Detroit Tigers post game. I'm gonna do post game. There we go. That's a better title. Sorry about that. Hey, we're up at 14 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. I don't know. Career mode's always a little bit more fun in Madden, right? But franchise mode, I could like rebuild whatever team. Technically, the Patriots are so bad, I could do a rebuild the Patriots, turn them into a powerhouse again. But that wouldn't be very fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm stuck. I have all day to figure that out at work tomorrow, so fine. I do appreciate everyone who's come out. I don't know. If there's anything specific we want to talk about, we can. Don't feel too shy to bring it up. Oh boy, the stream's dying. Probably never the best idea to start a stream at 10:30 on a Friday night. I have especially when the main event's already come to a conclusion. I have no idea if anyone's even going to stick around. Good, no, I'm good. Well, looks like we're down to 4 people here, folks. I may end the stream. I don't think anyone's coming by. I guess it jumped back up to about 7. I don't know. Very good game for the Tigers. It's nice to see them getting back onto the winning side of things. Again, they've jumped to 29 and 39, I believe, on the year, so back to 10 under. We pushed Minnesota back to 500, so that's a very funny thing about the division. That's one of my favorite things about the AL Central, because if we go and peak, it's like, how far are we back? 5 games back. All right. We're 9 games out of the... You know what the weirdest part about this? We're 9 games out of the wild card, and in our division, we're only 5 back. The Royal season is effectively over. They're 16 games out of the worst division in baseball. Looks like we're about to looks like we've kind of recaught the White Sox. I mean, statistically, we're in a dead-on tie with the White Sox. So they're 30 and 40. We're 29 and 39. So essentially, as soon as we win one more game, and if they lose, they're done. They're back down again. And then we're coming for Cleveland. They're not much better than us at 32 and 36. They got 3 more wins. So, yeah, if we could literally pull that off, we could probably pull into first place in this division, which is the most hilarious thing to think about. Imagine we go into July in first place in the division with a healthy team. We might actually be like the most, like fully healthy. The Tigers might be the best team in the division this year. It's like a hilarious thing to think about. Though I do think Cleveland has massively turned it around. I think they might be kind of playing more. Lately, they've been playing like Guardians baseball, and that's not very good for us. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I wonder about the Tigers right now, um, I'm wondering because like if we go look at our schedule, right? Like that's something I think I want to talk about. I'm wondering if doing this is making these 2 games seem like nothing. Like I wonder if playing the Phillies when they got white hot for 4 games, and then playing the Diamondbacks for 3 games, and then playing the Braves for 4 games. I wonder if these really brutal fucking this like week and a half of hell we went through, almost 2 weeks. Now we're playing Minnesota. Minnesota does not have the offense these 3 teams have. They don't have the pitching these 3 teams have. And suddenly we're up where we win 8-4 and 8-1. We've outscored them 15-5 in 2 games. And I mean, it doesn't even really look close, does it? I mean, if you guys got to better watch the games, has it even looked competitive? I'm looking at the box scores, and it kind of looks like we've been bullying the shit out of Minnesota. Like, they'll get up, and then all of a sudden it's like, we'll take that from you. Thanks for the lead. We'll take a 4-run inning here. Like, we're dropping 4 and 5-run innings on teams all of a sudden. Like, are we that used to having to play, like, these goddamn menace bully-ass baseball teams? I think his foot's actually really hurt. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I think his ankle's getting worse and worse. I think at some point he's just gonna have to bite the bullet and get the surgery, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know why he hasn't gotten it yet. It's just, I know he's been dealing with contracts and trying to get one, but it's like, dude, just go get the surgery. You'll be out for like a year, but then you'll get a massive contract. You'll recover from it. It's 2023. You don't need Achilles work yet. You're good. Unless it is an Achilles thing and he just doesn't want to deal with it. What is his problem? What is his injury? Is it a foot or an ankle? Yeah, with the Minnesota thing, I'm not really sure. Like, I think it's because we just played 3 of the best teams in the National League, and now we're playing our shit division again. It's like, what is this? The pitching is crap. They can't hit like honestly, our pitching is pretty good. We had some pretty decent outings against the teams we played, right? We lost 0-3 to the White Sox, 1-2, and we gave up 6. We only gave up 1 bad game to the Phillies. We lost 1-0 and 2-3 or 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the shit out of us, but they don't count. They're stacked. We gave up a lot of runs to the Braves and Diamondbacks. I will admit that they beat the dog shit out of us. Yeah, we've been hitting. That's the thing. Like, we hit well versus the Braves. We started hitting versus the Diamondbacks. Now we're hitting versus the Twins, and I'm wondering if it's because the Twins pitching is such a fall off compared to those other 3 that it's just like, oh, this is easy again. And it seems like they've also figured out a system around not having Riley Green now. Like they figured, well, Torkelson's on fire. Javier Baez is fucking white hot. You know, as I've said all year, this team needs a veteran to rely on. And what's funny is now that Riley Green's out, and if you go back and look, I'm going to guarantee every game that we won during this weird thing, I bet you Baez has had like a pretty significant role, or one of the veterans has. Just sucks that we lost the Miggy home run game, but our veterans are stepping up, and suddenly we're hitting a little bit better without Green in the lineup. Yeah, AJ. There are moments where I get frustrated with AJ Hinch, specifically in the pitching staff, but like, whatever. I'm a kind of a know-it-all with pitching. I'm a little bit I'm very pretentious about the pitching moves. I think I make the perfect moves every time from the comfort of my goddamn chair. But you got to admit, every time I say pull a pitcher, and then the pitcher gives up like 7 runs, and it's like, damn, and then they bring the pitcher in that I said to, and they get immediate 2 outs. It's like, what did I tell you? I have a very good instinct on pitching. Some people don't. I don't know. Hinch. That was the one thing Astros fans actually criticized him about, was pitching stuff. Sometimes he just leaves the guy in too long, pulls him too early. He makes sometimes really weird pitching decisions, which is odd because I think he was a catcher. You think he'd like immediately recognize when a pitcher's got to go? Maybe that's why he wasn't that. I mean, he played for a while, though. I mean, he's in the league for a while. Who do you think is going to be our all-star representative? Because I don't think there's any shot in hell the get Matt Vierling to the all-star game campaign's working. On Twitter, there's a bunch of the Oakland fans and a bunch of other teams' fans have started this campaign to get Matt Vierling to the All-Star game, because they said it would be really, really funny if just some really random player went to the All-Star game, and they decided that the really funny player would just be Matt Vierling. If you don't believe me, hold on a minute. Let me introduce you to what I find to be. Hold on, I gotta get the fuck off the Twitter. Oh, there we go. That's all. It's a very. Look at this. There's just some random dude. Even the main Tigers, this is how I found out. Thank you to our West Coast campaign manager. I was like, what's going on with this? And all of a sudden, there's just this random guy who's like, we're gonna get Vierling to the All-Star game. They can't stop him. Matt Vierling hit 2 home runs today too. Matt Vierling sent this tweet since we should get MLB Twitter should come together and get some random guy to and vote in the most random guy into the All-Star game. And the decision has been made. It was Matt Vierling. It was actually trending. It's one of the things. It's been great. We're trying to get Matt Vierling to the All-Star game. It's a very important thing we're doing. So if you haven't voted, make sure you go. Even if you're not a fan of the Tigers, you have to vote for Matt Vierling. Look at that. Matt Vierling hit a fucking his look how far he hit this. 430 feet to left center, home run in all ballparks. That's who you want representing. We got to get Matt Vierling. This guy is one of my favorite. No, he's just It's just a random player. I think like it's not even because he's like bad or good or anything like that. It's just I think the guy just thought of. He was like, Matt Vierling would be hilarious. And again, it has nothing to do with Matt Vierling being good or bad. It's just, I think it's just Matt Vierling's a really random player. If you're a fan of a random team, the Tigers won 7-1 today. Sad man, we won. Jose Ramirez isn't random. What do you mean? He's like one of the better players on the Guardians. For the Tigers All-Star game, it's going to be a pitcher. But I think Miggy's going to go anyway, right? Because I think the commissioner, I still think that that's a thing this year, right? Where the commissioner, because again, that started last year, where the commissioner has a special power to what Josh Naylor do? Oh, Naylor, no, dude, Matt Vierling is way more random. I forgot he was on the Phillies last year. He wasn't. He was like a bench player though. So I'm pretty sure Miggy's just gonna go to the All-Star game for the AL, for the AL team, and then as like the legend pick. But I don't really know who's gonna go for the National League. Like, who's the legend that's still playing in the National League? Is Zach Greinke gonna get traded over the National? We should trade Greinke over to the NL, so that way we got a guy. Or I guess Verlander, right? Because I don't think Verlander has anywhere near the statistics to make the All-Star game this season. But I can't think of an older player than... And that's kind of cool because they were both Tigers. They both had like their big primes on the Tigers. That'd be a kind of a cool thing. What do you mean? He's literally one of the greatest pitchers. I don't know, man. That's a tough one to try to sell. Isn't he one of the greatest right-handers? Arguably, like I know he's the greatest right-handed pitcher of a generation. But arguably, he's up there in the all-time discussions, right? Especially from the right-handed side. You got to remember he's a righty. Lefties, he wouldn't, you know. Yeah. Miguel Cabrera and Albert Pujols shouldn't have been all-stars last year, but they were. There is something called the commissioner's exemption where two legendary players, he can pick a random player from either the AL or the NL to honor them. No, they're literally, it doesn't even affect the roster spots. It's when a player has been so good and so like they've contributed so much and they haven't cheated, they've been honest to the game. They deserve to be kind of honored amongst like the game's best and brightest young players as like the leading veteran of the game. It's kind of like this cool thing. Like, man, I don't know. I don't know why you're so against it. For like all the young players, they get one more chance to hang out with like one of the cool veterans, one of the guys who would have been an all-star 10 years ago and who was an all-star 10 years ago. Like just like literal first ballot Hall of Famer. Like there's very few living legends of the game right now, and Miggy's in there. Miggy, you got to remember, Miggy also comes from the steroid era, just like Pujols. Those two guys are clean. No, he didn't get it over anybody last year. They were literally specially picked. They didn't take up any roster spots. No, this is special. They were specially picked. They had nothing to do with anything. They got put in after the All-Star rosters were announced. They went, oh yeah, also Pujols and Miggy are on but one of the teams. What are you talking about? Yeah, they're just on the team. They're just an extra one guy added. Wainwright. Yeah, I could see Wainwright, but I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to go Verlander and Miggy. If they even do that this year, because they did it last year, but I'm wondering since it's like Miggy's retiring this year, I'm wondering if they're going to do something about it. And by the way, I'm pretty sure we have juice baseballs. Because Miguel Cabrera suddenly can hit the baseball. I don't know what's happened. But apparently in his last several at-bats, he's got like 5 to 6 doubles. He's hitting home runs again. He's smacking the ball 100, but like his average exit velo the last 12, 13 at-bats has been like 100 miles an hour. No, it wouldn't be Brian. No, it'd be like Verlander and Cabrera. Those are the only two people that would probably be even worth talking about. Because again, like other than those two, who else is a first ballot Hall of Famer right now? Him and Max Scherzer and Verlander and Miggy. It's like and these are guys that like might even contend with the fabled unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer. I know Miggy's going to, and I know Pujols is going to. So that's why they probably got that special honor. I mean, those two guys will probably be first ballots. Or like unanimous. I actually, the more I think about it, I don't know how you vote no on Pujols, and I don't know how you vote no on Miggy, because again, they're shining examples of guys who came up in the steroid era that were clean and they put up great power. They were great hitters. They were great like icons and beacons of the game. They presented great defense. They never missed time except for at the end when they were injured, but that's who gives a fuck. Like it's one of them things like. Do you guys know how many players do you guys? I wonder if you guys know this. I won't spoil it. If you do know the answer, try not to say it. How many players do you think in baseball history have been unanimous first ballot Hall of Famers? The number. It might not be what you think it is. You got to remember, there's tons in the NFL. There's a few in the NBA. There's tons in the NHL. They've all had guys who've been you can't vote no on. How many times do you think that's happened in baseball? And who do you think it would be? If you know who it is, you can predict it, but please throw in other names so people don't figure out that it's only a certain amount of people. 5? Well, that's a good guess. A good guess. I'm not going to tell you what direction, but that's not the right answer. Who would you think would be the 5 players that got no votes or that got all yes votes? It's always fun to try and like ask because like this is something I think that shocks people if they don't know. Hank Aaron, Chet Lemon, nope. And Chet was done. Kind of crazy. Tigers had Scherzer, Verlander, probably Miggy, and that didn't. Um, yeah, we fought. Yeah, we choked bad. Nope, Ken Griffey Jr. was not unanimous, surprisingly. Hank Aaron wasn't. It's crazy. When I tell you who it is, you're gonna agree with who it is, but it's just like, or well, who all it might be. All right, so in hundreds of years of baseball. Oh, with Galarraga, yeah, I was watching it as it unfolded. It was one of the craziest things in my life. No, Babe Ruth is not unanimous. They didn't like him, some of his antics off the field. Plus, Babe Ruth was kind to non-whites, and the media at the time did not like it. Yeah, dude, I was pissed. I was fucking fuming. Derek Jeter holds the has the second highest yes totals at 98.74. What does that tell you there, Lions? How many people do you think is if Derek Jeter has the second highest amount of yes votes at 98.74%? How many people do you think are in the Baseball Hall of Fame with no yes vote, with no votes? There is one guy. One. Crazy, huh? In 130 years of baseball, of all the great players, of all the great things that have happened in this beautiful game, only one guy has been considered the like, yep, there is nothing you can say to put him not in the Hall of Fame. Who do you think it is? And you've not said his name yet either. I would tell you if you said his name. Um, it's an interesting player, but like when you know who it is, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. He is a pitcher. I'll give you that much. I'll give you a pitcher, and it's not Nolan Ryan. Don't say Nolan Ryan. The voters do not like Nolan Ryan. You got to remember that, like, if you piss off the baseball writers, they won't vote you in. And Babe Ruth's big problem was that a lot of the writers, when he was alive, were really racist, and he liked black folks. So Randy Johnson, no, he didn't get him. I was surprised Randy wasn't. Mo, do you mean Mariano Rivera? Is that your guess, stud? The Sandman? Is that your guess, stud? Everybody else's brains are going, oh, that's who it is. Son of a bitch, it is. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's clicking in all your heads now that that's exactly who it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's Mariano Rivera. Yeah, I already said I was. Yeah, I was pissed. Yep, Mariano Rivera is the only player in the history of baseball to be a unanimous Hall of Famer. That's it. Mariano Rivera. He's the greatest player ever, basically. And arguably, he might be. He's literally the greatest closer ever. I personally like Trevor Hoffman a little bit more, but literally, like, if you defined clutch in baseball, it's literally just Mariano Rivera sitting there, fucking wearing his stupid Yankees colors, hurling a perfect save outing. The dude was like lights out in the play. Like, the thing was, it's like the playoff success is one of the biggest things. The regular season records that he holds, the sustained success over the length of his career, the willingness to give up the starting pitching role that he failed at miserably as a starter. It's a very beautiful career by Rivera. Literally one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Literally, probably, arguably the greatest pitcher of all time. But some people don't consider closing to be like worthy in that discussion, but I'm like, that's like literally the most important pitch. Like, what the fuck? That's almost important as the starter. It's literally like you need you need a closer, and you need a starter. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Name another pitcher who's better than him. Bottom of the ninth, who do you want in the game? You can have any pitcher in baseball history. Can be any starter, can be any reliever, can be anybody. Yeah, how come the starters? If it's so easy, why don't more players just convert to bullpen arms? You can make a lot of money, and you'll never get hurt. I don't know. No, there is a thing though that most of the most successful closers are all failed starters. I would say, what is it? Something like 95% of, like 90 to 95% of closers and relief pitchers in baseball that are really good are guys who couldn't cut it as a starter. Pretty much anyone you can think of, they couldn't pitch as a starter in major leagues. They'd go like one or two times through the lineup and they just get shelled on that third time. You can watch it happen with a lot of starters. If like you see a starting pitcher come up and they can only go one or two times through a lineup, like and they're really good. Like the first time through, lights out the first inning, lights out the second inning. Starts getting a little rocky around that third inning, but everything's pretty okay. Second time through the lineup, they may get their ass beaten. No, they're not. If they were, they probably would have won one more. That's just being a contrarian to be a contrarian. On what metric? They didn't close as many games as as even Hoffman. So who the fuck? Who cares? Huh? Who? I'm hooing two of them people because I don't give a shit about them. I know of Troy Percival because he was around the Tigers for a little while. Hey, what's up, Kev? Don't spoil it. Whatever happened, don't spoil because I have to go watch clips and stuff. I don't watch the product live. I watch it in my way. Don't let me know what happened. I know it's been on the brink, so quite excited to see how they end that thing. How we doing on the likes? Hey, we hit 16. That's not so bad for this stream. Appreciate it, everybody. If you haven't dropped one, consider doing so. Yeah, you're just naming closers now. Whatever. Who cares? All right. What else we got going for the Tigers? We've done standings talk. Trade rumors? You think we're trading anybody? In terms of veterans, anyway. I have zero. We're not trading for anybody. I highly doubt the Tigers are going to be buyers at the deadline. Though we get into first place and we just start trying to buy really good players, I would be so fucking happy. Do you know how much shit I'll start talking? Like reckless levels of shit talking. Yeah, we're not going to have Erod or Javi, I don't feel like. Javi might stick around though, I don't know. But I don't think he really likes the fans anymore, so I think he might have to go. Once you lose the fans in Detroit, it gets real ugly here. Ask Prince Fielder about that one. That got fucking disastrous. That dude said one thing the fans didn't like, and it just never got back together. No, you're good. I knew that the bloodline was breaking up. I just don't know how. Damn. Veerling's really fucking killing it. Our team numbers are so bad. Oh, Javi did? Yeah, Javi's a bit of a dickhead. But the thing is like, Javi dishes it out to the fans and also takes a lot of it. So it is what it is. Javi works in Detroit because but he needs to. I hope he stops letting it get to him a little bit. But as soon as it gets to him, he starts playing better. It's like the weirdest thing. And then because my favorite thing he does is when he starts conducting, because it goes from in his mind, it's like I turned them cheers into boos. I'm the conductor. Or I turned them boos to cheers. I'm the conductor. Fucking bitches. And then he committed that error, man. The fans were booing, then cheering, and he was so annoyed. That was probably my favorite moment, is because they started raining boos down the second he booted that baseball. And then when he flipped it over, he started cheering and he looked up like, yo, fucking people, dude. Yeah, Detroit fans give Javier Baez a very hard time. Very hard time. Got to get rid of this guy, this Jonathan Scope guy. He's got to go. Yeah, Haas is probably fine. He's the backup catcher. Well, I think he's a starter now. I think they just split. Rusnick's fine as a backup. I like Andy Ibanez. He seems to be pretty solid. Nick Mayton really needs to go to AAA for a while. Is he the only player who started who didn't get a hit? Andy Ibanez didn't either, I guess. Oh, that's rough. I'm indifferent on Haas. He's a decent backup catcher, but I could live without. Like, I don't like him catching. I think he's a very bad catcher. I think defensively he's a liability behind the plate, and but I guess we could use him because he's pretty resourceful for now. Yeah. But if him being around is like preventing us from calling up like an Austin Meadow, or not Austin Meadows, but like eventually like maybe like Parker Meadows or something, it's like, well, can we get rid of that fucking guy and bring up like, you know, somebody good like Parker? I don't know. So you gotta just excuse my slight apprehension there, where it's like, yeah, I understand he's a good outfielder, but it's like I'd really like to see some of these, you know, potentially really good players we have that are, you know, not like career 230 hitters. I think the Tigers should ask the MLB to investigate the Rays. Hell yeah. Hopefully, Kev. Yeah, I wonder if the Rays knew about this anxiety problem well before he was traded. And that's why they traded him for seemingly nothing. And if it was that he was already dealing with this and it wasn't reported, the trade should be nullified. And I say that because in order for a player to be successfully traded with an injury, which technically he's dealing with an anxiety injury, he's out with an injury, which is anxiety. And he was out with that last year as well. So technically, if they traded us some fucking damaged goods, the trade should be nullified, and I don't really know what happens from there. Because technically, they'd have to get commissioner's approval to trade him, and the commissioner never approved that trade. When a player, I looked into the rules. Technically, you can't trade injured players without league approval, and the league never approved that trade, unless they did, and this is just like a quiet thing. And the Rays did disclose like the problems with the anxiety going on. Because again, I doubt that this just came out of nowhere. I think they fucked us really good, and they sold damaged goods. Again, I don't care if we got fleeced on a trade. That sometimes that just happens, right? But I don't think we would have made that trade if we were like, he's got a terrible anxiety problem that's preventing him from playing. Because it's very suspicious. It's just like, man, Jesus Christ. Or he really just doesn't like want to be a Tiger, which would be even funnier. He just doesn't want to be here. He's like, fuck the Tiger. But like his brother's here. Like, you know what sucks is we can't really cut him or pit like, because his younger brother has so much talent and potential. We really don't want to upset that kid and him leave. That'd be really bad. So we have to kind of just put up with Austin until he gets better. Yeah, for now. What happens if we cut Austin? His little brother gets pissed and demands a trade because of the way we're treating his brother. If Parker turns out to be good and we were like really good to his brother the whole time, then guess what? He's gonna stay with the team for a long time because we were really good to Big Brother. Yeah, and Parker's very, very good. So Austin can stay with the Tigers till he retires, for all I really give a fuck. As long as Austin, if Parker develops, his older brother can stay on the Tigers until he gets his for forever. I don't really care. We'll sign him to another contract. Welcome to the team, Austin. Yeah, that's like part of the reason we're kind of handcuffed here is because we got his fucking little brother, and his little brother is a fucking rock star in the like he's so talented. So the Tigers have really no goddamn choice but to just kind of deal with the Austin Meadows situation. And again, like if and the thing is, if Austin comes around, he's really good too. Like the thing, like Austin could come around, like he could legitimately just one day get back together. Yeah, they'll probably immediately cut Austin if we get rid of Parker. Like then they'll be like, all right, get the fuck out of here, fucking crazy motherfucker. No, I really hope Austin gets it going because again, he's very very talented with his bat, and I think once Miggy retires, if Austin still wants to stick around, I think we could turn him into the DH and really help him out. Because again, I think a lot of his problems are related to fielding. I think he's having a tough time accepting the fact that he's not very good at fielding. I think it gets in his head and starts really fucking him up and messing up everything of his playing style. Because again, think about it. Think how well he was hitting to start the year. He was hitting like 750. And then he makes like one error and then he's gone. Literally, it's like he makes like one weird fielding mistake against Tampa and we haven't seen him since. Really think back to it. It was literally, it had nothing to do with hitting. He was hitting, what was he hitting? Like fucking 750? it was some ungodly amount. He was crushing the baseball. It's just a finger injury. Eventually it'll be fine. I think it was a little bit weirder. I think the blister was huge. It was on his glove hand. 254 average with 9 homers. Yeah, that's good numbers. He's coming along. He's also what, 22? So, first year in AAA. Rangers are in a slump. Uh-oh. Oh, you have to pull out, Crom. Tigers went through a bad one. We lost 9 in a row. That shit sucked. And then when we won again, we lost the next 2. So basically, we lost 11 games out of 12. Guess what? We're still standing strong. We're still screaming, "Go Tigers!" We're about to win the division. You know what's funny? We lost 11 of 12 games, and we're 5 out of the division. What does that tell you about the AL Central? If we would have won like 6 of them motherfuckers, we might be in first place right now. That's the funniest thing. I think we would be. If you take away 6 losses, or if you just add it, take away 5 losses. No. Yeah, 6 and 6 is all we'd have to have gone. Take away 6 losses. That puts us at 33. And add 6 or add 5 wins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd be 34 and we would have just went over 500. We would be 34 and 33 as of today. Damn it, we just missed it. No, the White Sox were going to be bad this year. They got rid of all their good players. Except for, I think they have like Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez and Tim Anderson. I think that's all they got left. And kind of like, actually, they do have some decent hitters, actually. I think their pitching staff is abysmal, though. They're in a rebuild year, the White Sox. Yeah, I think we swept them earlier in the year, though, if I'm not mistaken, or took 2 or 3. We always play. That's how we always play the White Sox. It doesn't matter. The Tigers and White Sox could be fielding 2 of the worst teams in baseball, and it's just kind of, it's like a crapshoot who's going to win the series. It's like, all right, we're playing good this time. All right, now I feel like we're nearly almost always like nearly 500 with them, as long as we're not like the worst team in baseball. Even when they were in their heyday and we were in our shit years for a few years there, I think we could beat them. They were one of the few teams in our division we could actually like beat us. That can beat them. Cleveland, it kind of just goes by who's the better team. And the White Sox, no. They're arguably a little further behind than us. Because again, they don't really have any pitching figured out. They have really good like hitters, but I don't really know what that's gonna do long term. They got good pieces to build and trade with, though. What's up, Daniel? So they're in a pretty good spot to like build a team. It's just I think they're gonna have to like realize that why are they keeping Luis Robert and Eloy? Like, what's the point of that? They're not going to contend for a minute. But again, they're in the AL Central. They're only 4 games out the division, so so it's like, maybe don't trade him. What's up, Daniel? Hey, the Daniels are in Cleveland. Yeah, so the way it goes with the Guardians and the Tigers is when the Tigers are good, they'll win almost every game versus Cleveland, and when Cleveland's really good, they'll win every game versus the Tigers. And when they're pretty much kind of equal, it tends to lean toward the Tigers, but sometimes the Guardians will win a bunch. Sometimes Cleveland will win. I don't know. It's like when we're even, but like when one team's way better, the other team just loses. I think the Tigers beat the Guardians like for 3 straight seasons. The Guardians beat us for like 2 or 3 straight seasons, and I'm not kidding about that. Like if you think I mean like 2 or 3, like no, like we won the season. No, like I think there was 2 years we didn't lose to the Guardians, and there was like 2 years where they didn't lose to us. It's just like there's like weird long periods of times where we just don't beat them and they don't beat us. Minnesota, almost all we never do this well against Minnesota. We really just don't play them very well. I don't know what it is. Even when we were at our very, very best, unless the Minnesota was just a garbage ass team that year, it seems like we just weirdly struggle with Minnesota. We didn't really ever have the pitching to deal with their hitting, which was always pretty solid in the 2010s, kind of. And we skull fuck Kansas City 90% of the time. Sometimes they beat us though. Their best years were 2015 and 2016, or 14 and 15, one of those two. One of those sets of years. I don't remember which one. Other than that, we typically beat the fuck out of them. So the last couple of years, we've been pretty even. As soon as we got AJ Hinch, it feels like we pulled way ahead of them. I can't wait to play them. I get to watch all 3 of those games this week. You know how excited I am that I get to watch all of the Royals games. I'm so happy we get to play them. You have no idea what I hope, dude. I swear to God, if we lose one goddamn game to them, I'm gonna be so pissed. They don't even have Pasquantino. Yeah, because they're bad for baseball. I think the Royals are a bad baseball team. They shouldn't exist. They've had 3 good years in their entire franchise, and I'm not kidding. The 2 World Series that they have, and the 3rd year, the other time that they went, they literally have been they're literally one of the worst teams in pro sports outside of 3 years. It's kind of like the Buccaneers. They're like fucking gutter trash, and they don't even have like good years where they just didn't perform. It's literally like, oh, we're terrible. Here's 1 good year. We're terrible. Here's 2 good years, and now we're terrible again. That's it. He's all right. He's doing okay. He's getting old. I think this is it for him, though. Yes, in my opinion. We can go look at the standings, though. Let's see. Kansas City is 18 and 51. Yeah, they're worse than. Technically, the A's are 19 and 52, and the Royals are 18 and 51. They are back on their losing grind. Damn, Tigers got to hurry up and get into the 30 wins. Damn, Kansas City and Oakland, though. My God. Kansas City's on a 10-game losing streak. They've lost 10 in a row. Holy fuck. What even is this? Tigers are 3 games ahead of their expected win-loss record. That's pretty good. Tigers having a good season. Against 500 teams, they're 13 and 27. Not bad. Again, that's a lot of the AL East fucking us in the face. tomorrow. I'm gonna miss the entire game tomorrow, which is a bummer because it's at 2:10, and I work at 2. Same with Sunday. I work at 1. Ooh. We'll be live for all 3 of the Royals games though. Bow bow bow. I think I'm gonna miss these 2, but I'm pretty sure I seen that I'm gonna be able to do this game. So not too bad. Sorry, I'm missing so many. Nah, some people think the Royals are good. You know what's funny is Extra is an A's fan, or claims to be an A's fan. You know, Extra Shot's the crazy guy. I find that to be my favorite part about Extra is how much he shit talks the Tigers, and it's like, dude, you're literally an A's fan. Like, your team is the Oakland Athletics. Like, how are you in any position to ever run your mouth about another person's team? Your team's getting moved to Vegas because they were averaging 1,000 people at the games. Ugh. You're going to the Mud Hens game and Roost ESPN name. Best seats in minor league baseball with free drink. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, man. It sounds like a good time. Are you just did you just buy the tickets or did you get like a gift? A sweet little like a birthday gift or something? Hey, we're up at 90. We might even hit 100 views on this. That's pretty surprising. In an hour? That's not bad. 17 likes? That's really good. I appreciate that. Your dad work has season. Oh, nice. Ugh. Sounds like Jack Jones left a couple handguns in his bag. What's this about? Yeah. God damn it. Unlawful carry possession of a fire. Oh, so they're illegal guns too. Ah, damn. All right. Yeah, he's in trouble. Well, he won't be on the Tigers or on the Patriots for probably much longer. I won't talk about football though. Sorry. You're against tickets to the Mavs. Well, you just buy tickets to the Mavs. Yeah, Torkelson's been crushing it. Ibanez has been crushing it. He's you know, it's this has been nice to see. Where's this guy? Here's one of the guys I want to look at. Major Torkelson. Last 7 games for Torkelson. He's in 28 at bats, he has 9 hits, 2 home runs. I wish I could see him expanded because he has a ton of doubles as well. I think he has like 6 doubles. His slugging over the last 7 games is 643. His on-base percentage is 424. His average is 321. That's the last 7 games. So that's some pretty good numbers. His OPS is up to 712 on the regular season. Nice to see it inching up there. 32 RBIs, 7 homers. So yeah, it's nice to see Torque finally kind of start maybe kind of figuring it out. For example, it seems like let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2. So the last 7 games, he has 3 doubles, 2 home runs, like we said. So 5 out of his 9 extra base hits. 5 of 9 of his hits have been extra base hits, so that's something really cool to think about. Nice to see he's starting to hit for some good power, which is why you see the slugging up over 643. I don't know. I'm starting to run out of things to talk about, guys. I'm going to be honest. Mainly just because I'm kind of getting exhausted. Tomorrow will be a pretty fun stream. It will be oh. No. I don't want to exit OBS. But I think I'm going to start rapping. Mainly because I'm pretty tired and I'm kind of want to chill a little bit. We will be live tomorrow and we will play Madden. What do we want to do? You guys want to see like superstar mode, or would you rather see franchise? Like I don't really know what people would like to do. Sorry I didn't really bring a ton of energy to the stream. Franchise. I don't mind playing whatever mode. I don't mind playing franchise. I just wish it had like a mode where we could start as like a really bad team, like create a team and just import them in and play as like the dirty Robs. That'd be a hilarious way. Now it's not even like, now there's not an individual player called Rob Dirty. You just play for the Rob Dirty team. It'd be really funny. We build up a monster. We'd win the Super Bowl year 1 and go undefeated probably. Because I will say I'm quite unstoppable at Madden. I never lose. I've never lost. I'm lifetime on stream, probably somewhere in the hundreds of O. Some people will bring up that I sometimes restart the games because of some bullshit, but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, for example, when there's a really bad glitch, I will restart sometimes. Like, what of it? Like, I don't mold. Like, sometimes people will say, like, I'll be so angry when I'm playing Madden that I don't even sound angry. I'm just, like, sternly talking to the game. Like, oh, why are you so fucking stupid and broken, game? And it doesn't come off as, like, it comes off as more seething anger than actually just screeching. Because I'm keeping this level of tone. It's this tone of voice. And I'm unloading on the game. Well, allegedly, that's what people have said. I don't get mad when I play games though. I stay calm. Fucking broke ass games, dude. Lions like, this is gonna be really good to watch. This is gonna be hilarious. Yeah, I will admit I sometimes mauled, but I don't mauled in traditional ways. It's just me talking a lot of shit under my breath to the game, but like verbally talking shit the whole time. A lot of showboating. I'll throw a touchdown that's pretty easy to do, and I'll start talking shit like I'm the greatest player of all time. It's probably actually pretty entertaining. And I'll have fun on Madden. Trust me. I tend to play into the character a little bit, but it's all genuine. That's the best part about the Madden reactions. You could tell that I'm not forcing anything. Just by the way it's coming out. It's the first thing that comes to my mind a lot. That game, oh, it gets me mad. All right, I think that's about it. I think we've covered enough here tonight. I appreciate everyone who came out. I know it's kind of a weird stream, and I didn't have a ton, but I think we covered a good amount. I'm gonna be live for the next 2 days anyway. We're gonna play some Madden, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we obviously have the Tigers. So that'll be good. Whew. Sorry again, I'm not covering the games. As you guys know, it's like I would be if I wasn't working. Like there's, it's not like I'm just chilling here and shit. Like last night I was gonna go live and play Madden, but my internet was out when I got out of work. It was up when I got up. That was the first time it was away. I was like, oh, it came back. Thank goodness, because if I didn't have internet today, I would have been fucking fuming. That was annoying yesterday, dude. I was pretty bummed out when I got out of work. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I don't even have internet right now. Are you fucking with me? Like, did my bills not get? I was like, no, it's like the 15th of June. I would have known by now. They would have evicted me. Rent's paid till September. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, hopefully tomorrow's a good game for the Tigers. Hopefully they take a W versus Minnesota. That'd be quite nice. Win the series. That'd be nice. Get back into winning series. Head into Minnesota or head to Kansas City then with a 3-game jump. At least 3. Could be 4. I mean, a 4-gamer would be awesome. That'd be a really good way to get the palate cleanser. Could be a really quick run of 7 games where we build back 7 games real quick on our win-loss total. I think the biggest thing, though, is if we do win 3 or 4 of these games against Minnesota, we have to take 2 of the 3. We play them right after. Because it's like, we only won 1. It was 1 game. Or potentially 0 if we go 3-1 and they win up a game on us by taking 4 out of 3. Or 4 out of 7. So I think it's as important as it is to win 3 or 4 in this series. I think winning 2 of the next 3 is also equally as important. But 1 game at a time, right? We're not good enough to think that far down the road. That's about it for me, guys. I appreciate you. We'll be live, like I said, tomorrow night. Should be a pretty fun time. Like a long Saturday night stream. Probably go till probably like 12:30 tomorrow night. So that'll be good. Like start at 10:30, go till 12:30 or so, or until there's no one watching and no one cares. Everyone's like, all right, we're done watching this asshole scream at the computer. Also, I play on Pro. Don't expect me to play all Madden. I will shit talk you for. You'll find out what I think about all Madden and why I think it's retarded to play that way. I'll give you my rundown. Basically, when you play all Madden, they don't make mistakes, right? It's a perfect game mode, right? So yeah, it's a little bit more challenging and probably a little bit more fun to the sweats of the world and the people who like getting angry for no fucking reason against an already fucking broken game. So I don't play it. And number 2, if I want to play head to head, I don't think playing against all Madden is a good idea because when you play a person, they make a ton of mistakes. Very few people are perfect at Madden. Almost nobody is. No one's as good as the AI Madden is, like all the time, consistently. So, or like the way you can beat an AI Madden is like running the same play over and over and over and over and over again. So like, and you can't do that against like eventually the person, if they're not complete dog water, is gonna just like stop the play. And like there's this weird human element that makes it non-perfect. So I've often thought that it's a bad idea to play against all Madden because it doesn't prepare you to play a player the way like Pro or All Pro does. Because All Pro or Pro feels like you're just playing a really good Madden player. Or with All Pro anyway. And with Pro, it just feels like you're playing your buddy. Like honestly, that's how I prefer to play. I rarely lose head-to-head Madden games. I'll lose from time to time, but like it's very rare for me, or at least it used to be. And I've never played on all Madden. I don't believe in it, so I don't find it fun. I don't find it cool. Or I'll score 70 a game on Pro before I play all Madden. I'm like, listen, dude, we're running the score up today. I'm beating ass this afternoon. We got 6 interceptions, 7 sacks. How are you not enjoying the fuck out of this game? Play on All Pro, and then I go play All Pro and I do better, and everybody's just like, that was one of my favorite dramas for like a year there when we were doing a ton of the Rob Dirty series on the Lions. A bunch of people would always be like, he can only do good because it's Pro, and then we boosted it up to All Pro. Do you want to know what immediately happened? I started throwing 6 to 7 touchdowns a game and showing them, I'm like, listen, fucking retards, it's not the game is hard for me. The fuck? Why do you? I play pro because it's more fun. I put up worse numbers on purpose. I'll throw picks on purpose. I'll play bad on purpose so I can have comebacks. When I play all pro, I have to go sweat mode. I'll throw 6 touchdowns and a half and win the game that way. I don't give a fuck, and then run the ball the entire second half. I ain't losing. Not a chance. I know how to play Madden. I'll run the score up in the first half, blow out my quarterback and receiver stamina, then just run the clock down. What's fun about that? Nothing. Literally nothing. I'll just throw fucking shitty little underneath passes and move the ball down the field like nobody's business. Like Madden's not a hard game. I don't know why people are like, "Well, you can't play all Madden." It's like I probably could. This is fucking not fun though. What, you just run the same one little fucking drag route pull or something where it's like receiver goes up, this guy pulls across, and that's the only way you can throw it is the fucking curl route underneath, like the little. Like there are like 4 plays in Madden that just always beat all Madden, and most people just spam those against all Madden. So it's like what skill is that? No, I play on PC. I'm pretty sure Madden 24 is going to be cross-platform though. And I'm going to get Madden 24. I'm pretty excited about Madden. The reason I'm playing Madden 23 is to just brush up on my Madden skills. Because I'm pretty excited about Madden 24. If they're not lying, this is going to be a good game. So. Also, EA's back is against the wall. If they don't fucking make this game perfect, they're done. They've already from what I've read, they literally killed the face of the franchise mode and just returned the old school superstar mode. I've even heard rumors that they might have it as in depth as you can pick whatever position you want to play. That's the early rumors anyway. And then what else did they do? They fixed franchise mode. I've heard they pretty much just turned it. I've heard they turned a lot of shit back to what it used to be. Like they finally listened to when, all right, we'll just make it like Madden 06 or something. Like that's perfect. Make superstar mode like Madden 06, Madden 07 when the fucking features were beautiful. Just do that. Make literally turn franchise mode back like 7 years, 10 years, and maybe even a few more. Because like back in the day, franchise mode was perfect. You know what's sad is Madden used to be a fucking phenomenal football game. Like it's just like, man, you could, like if you used to play it, you could see why it became the one game that the NFL wanted to use. Now that that's on the line, like if EA doesn't deliver a really good game that the fans love, they're done. They're gonna give they're not gonna do an exclusive anymore. They're gonna let like 2K and like 2 other companies make games. Like EA can still make Madden. Like they'll have it. It's just like 2K can make 2K24 for the NFL 2K24. Or 2K25 it would be. So and like whatever other companies are out there. I'm pretty sure it's just 2K and Madden or EA, so for sports. Maybe like Activision. Like they'll be like, "Hey, let's make a shooter Madden." Where you have Tom Brady, but like and he has a football gun. Some Fortnite shit. Tom Brady gets put in a Fortnite, and instead of guns, he just throws footballs. And for some reason, he can do the gritty really good. It's like a special shit talking move. No, I didn't care. You have to be a little bit more specific. David Ortiz hit quite a few grand slams in his career. So. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get out of here now. I gave you an extra 15, 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, that sucked. Why do you care so much, Dolph? You're not really a Braves fan, are you? You're probably extra. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, see you later, dude. Can't really hide yourself there, buddy. We all knew it was you from the get-go. Ace fan. Anyway. No, it's not a Braves fan. It's extra. You didn't... Lions, come on, man. You didn't know that was extra the whole time. Did you notice all he did was shit talk me? I mean, come on, dude. Again, I feel bad for fucking extra because again, I find extra to be a retarded man. So I let him hang out here sometimes. But when he starts doing shit like that, I just immediately get rid of him. Like, all right, if all you're gonna do is shit talk me, then you're gone. Fucking retard. He's one of the few people with the disability I'd probably kick really hard in the teeth in a video game, of course. Just to like see what happened and laugh, and then just be like, that wasn't me. I didn't do anything. He fell. But he's retarded. You can't take his word for anything. Of course, this is all like GTA roleplay. Because I know he GTA roleplays a lot. It's weird. He's a weird guy. Oh well. Sometimes I just get this feeling where I'm like, man, I wish I could meet that guy just one time. Just so I could scare the fuck out of him. But he's probably a little fucking kid. Yeah, something bad will fall him at some point in his life where he'll change. Mouth off to the wrong person in real life and probably won't go so well for him. Get beat up. And be like, maybe I shouldn't talk shit to people so recklessly. Won't be like me. I don't live anywhere near the weirdo. Somebody. Well, again, unless he's retarded, then he'll just kind of skate through life. This is his only outlet. Again, and then I feel bad for him. So there is part of me that just kind of lets it go on and on and on. Again, you know, it may be his only outlet. I may be the only person he communicates with us, and I might be the only person on earth he feels comfortable communicating with because his autism is so advanced. And all he knows is cruelty. Because his older brother... Never mind. All right, I'm gonna stop right there because I was about to get real... I was about to be real fucked up about what I was about to go there. About family skull fucking him and all kinds of terrible things. Would have made me laugh the whole time too, and that would have been the end. So we're gonna end there. Of course, this is all hypothetical. We're talking about a guy who doesn't exist. I'm just making up lore about him because he never disputes any of this stuff. So I just assume it to be true, and then he leaves. It's like I think I'm telling the truth. He gets like really upset when I start saying these things and just leaves. So there's like 50% of this. I'm like I've said the truth once or twice with this guy, and I don't know what I've said because boy oh boy, have I struck quite a nerve with this guy. There's also my theory that I look like somebody who bullied him in school. That tends to also be a reason why some people don't like me. I remind them of somebody from their past that treated them badly. Due to the fact that I'm a rather approachable dude, people tend to take that stupid shit out of me, and I deliver it back at them, probably in a way that reminds me of their aggressor, and then they're just like, I fucking hate this guy. It's like, well, I never did anything to you. I've literally just existed. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like three things. It's like one, really rubbed this guy the wrong way for whatever reason. Two, he's gay and obsessed. Or three, I don't know. But dude, if you're looking for a lolcow, I don't think you got a good one. I don't really do anything funny. We watch baseball and football here. I think he failed at that one too. It's like, man, there are so much better locales, like with like lives that are falling apart. My life's going pretty good. I don't know. Since I started streaming, my life has only gone up, 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 up. It'd be pretty boring if you were looking to watch a collapse or a train wreck. Like, what? No, one day he's gonna fuck everything up and it's all gonna come collapsing down. I mean, he's only gone from living in his dad's house to his own apartment and a master's degree since I started watching. But like, you know, fucking eventually he's gonna start failing. No, not that, not extra. It's unban everybody, dude. There's like 3 people that are banned other than extra. The only person who gets banned is extra. I don't really ban people. Like, no one's really banned right now. I think there's literally like 2 people other than extra on my ban list. Everyone else is unbanned. If you don't get unbanned, it sucks for you. You just got lost in the kerfuffle and you're just gone. I don't really give a fuck though. I don't really care to unban people who spoil and spam. I don't really give a fuck. Bye bye. I don't really give I don't give third chances on spoiling. Generally, unless I like the person, I really just won't unban them. It's like, yeah, fuck them. I gave them 2 warnings and they still decided to spoil. They do that on purpose. They can watch somewhere else. They don't like. They can go fuck themselves. Again, when you're at a place with barely any rules, man, it's like when you break the rules, I'm fucking harsh about them. Like, wow, you can't follow 2 rules? Maybe I should institute thousands of them then. Seems people can follow hundreds and tens of rules instead of just 2. It's very easy to get along here. Literally, just 2 things. Please don't spoil them. Do not spam my fucking chat. I'll delete you. Spamming is no second chance. Even if I like you and you start spamming, I'll be like, don't do that. Stop. And if you continue to do something weird, you're just gone. And you'll have to beg you'd have to like make a strong appeal to come back. I'd be like, listen, dude, I can't have shit spammers on my channel. That gives me a headache. For example, 4chan has like barely any rules, right? You know their number 1 rule is don't spam. Nobody likes spam. Not even fucking 4chan trolls. They're like, listen, have some fucking decency and don't spam people like that, you fucking piece of shit. Learn how to troll for real. What are you, 8 years old? Now in a live stream where it's like a little different, it's a little different story, that's whatever. But like, this isn't a stream where you'd spam. No, there's hundreds of people chatting at the same time. I'd put on slow mode because I'm not retarded, but not much you could do if people start spamming and there's hundreds of people that are just shit posting, spamming and L's, and you know, that's a little different. Like that, like, you know, but if you're like having a conversation and someone's just in there like, it's like, all right, go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. But if it's like at the end of a baseball game and people are spamming win, W, fuck yeah, let's go team, like that's not really spamming. Even if you say the same thing like WWWWW, it's like, all right, hey, calm down a little bit, man. You know, pump the brakes there, bud. I'll never ban somebody for, you know, reacting spam. That's a little different, you know what I mean? I think there's 2 categories of the way you can spam. And one's fucking obnoxious and the other's just kind of like the way people are, like, communicate. There's intention. All right, I'm out of here. I've been live for an hour and a half. I wanted to hit an hour and a half tonight. I've been trying to fight through and get to this hour and a half, even though I really want to get off stream. So I'm going to get off here. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for putting up with everything tonight and putting up with the weird scheduling and shit like that. Again, you'll be rewarded the next 2 nights with Madden, and then Tigers all next week, pretty much, except for like 4 days. I don't really know. No, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. There's 4 of the days. There's no Tigers game on Thursday, and 3 of the games will be live for him. We'll miss Friday and Saturday though. Should be live for that Sunday. All right. Appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of the night. And thank you for all the likes and everything like that. Appreciate it. I think we hit 17 or 18. Could even have gotten up to the 20s. I doubt it though. But again, if you haven't dropped one, maybe do so on the way out. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's kind of a whatever stream. What's up, Lions Mania? You tuned in just at the bitter end here. I'm getting out of here. I'm exhausted. Good. We'll have fun on a Madden stream tomorrow. Oh, he said H. I thought he said hi. You about to start spamming? If so, just do it. Get it out of the way, and I'll just ban you on my way out. Much easier. Let's see. Go ahead, just start spamming, man. I'll make it. Oh, okay. I thought you were about to just start shit spamming. I was like, oh man. All right, never mind. Sorry about that. I'm exhausted. No, you're good, dude. No, you're good. I just seen the H and I went, uh oh. That's my bad. It's mainly I'm just tired. Oh, for sure, man. I hope you're doing well. If you want to watch the stream, it's pretty replayable. I would say there's some good stuff going on. I like skipped the first like 15 minutes because it's like a reaction to the Tigers. Unless you want to watch the end of the game, or like hear the last at bat bats of the game. But yeah, I'm getting out of here, everybody. Yeah, the replay won't be bad. I think the VOD's got decent replayability. We'll be live again tomorrow for some Madden streams, so that'll be fun. Should be live around 10:30, mainly just because of work, and then Sunday we'll be live similar time. Well, actually on Sunday it'd be a little earlier, like 10, maybe 9:45 ish, and then back to the Tigers on Monday and stuff like that. Again, sorry I won't be able to do the next two games. Work comes first, and yada yada yada. I will be live as often as I can, though, covering as many Tigers games as I'm available to. But hey, you know what's funny? I'm 2-0 without me covering them this series, so maybe we'll sweep. I don't know. Anyway, all right, guys, have a good night. Thank you again for a fun stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry if I upset anybody. I don't think I did anything that crazy, though, that should upset anybody. This is a pretty neutral stream. Except, fuck Dolphin extra. Anyway, go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, it's always go Tigers. 2 in a row for Detroit. They aim to get under 10, back to 10 under. So, or now they want to go 9 under. They're back to 10 under. So, whatever. All right.